Hey guys, welcome back to the Millennial Mentality Podcast. I'm your host, Nick Agnelli, here with my co-host, Peter Price.
Yep.
Our co-host, Reed Ferguson.
Hey.
And our guest today, Chris Mcdevitt. Hey.
Mr. Chris.
And in the crowd, we have Ryan Coda.
Hey.
Live audience. Guys, thank you guys for watching, listening, viewing, and subscribing. Continue to tell your friends and family about this. It means the world to us. It's all right.
Get it together,
Going
Reed.
down. He's only 6'7".
Reed, your microphone's on, right? Everyone's microphone's on?
I think
My
so.
mic on?
Yep, we're good to go.
All right, cool. Number one podcast in South Florida.
Literally number one in the world. So thank you guys for continuing to spread our word. It means a lot to us. All right, so we are introducing a new game. Woo! It's called Two Truths and a Lie. So the funny thing is...
fuck. We're coming out the gate with this?
The funny thing is you guys don't know too much about me. You know some about Pete, but we all have some quirky shit that we do from time to time, and that's why this game is so fun. So the game works that I'm going to say two truths and a lie, right?
Yeah.
Tell you guys. As a team, you guys say which one's true and which one's false, which two truths, which false. As a team, so you guys come together with an answer.
I don't want to be on his team.
If you miss it... If you miss it, you take a shot each.
I'm not.
Oh, I was already
team.
drinking
You
the
answer
shot.
as well.
So
it's different.
I drank the shot already.
You're absolutely in it, Coda. All right, ready?
More.
So here's, by the way, zoom in, Pete. The mustache.
I was going to say, zoom in on the
Are
mustache.
we joking? Come on.
I don't understand the mustache.
Coda has a mustache too. Okay, so I like my mustache so much. I looked up some Google names for sick mustache names.
Oh,
The womb broom, the pole duster, the lip sweater.
Wait, the pole duster's a little bit sus.
That's
That's a
good,
little
dude.
sus.
That's,
you can.
What, what do you mean?
What poles are you dusting, dog?
Little
yeah.
pole? I don't know. The pole dust?
That is a blowjob reference.
Is it a blowjob? Okay.
What exactly did
What
you
do you think
Google?
Freddie Mercury had it for, bro? That's what I'm saying. You know? That's a win.
And the last one.
Did you just tell us one of your truths, or was that?
No. I don't think so.
Man.
But the last one is the fourth base, which I really like. You know, it's a different experience.
What about the flavor
Fourth
saver?
base. Oh, okay.
That's
Flavor
what I said
Saver's
too,
nice.
but Flavor Saver's below, I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
When you got the soul
Soul
patch,
patch?
that's
Yeah.
a Flavor Saver, yeah.
Could
What was
be.
the other person? What was somebody telling us? It was called a It was called like a cum something or something.
What?
Whoa, back
Yeah.
to sus.
Come on.
There was like a.
You're gay, man.
I can't believe I think. I can't
Hey, Chris,
think
you
it
wanna
was
be on
such
my
a good
team?
name for a mustache. I
yeah,
can't
I'm
think
trying
of
to switch you. I don't want him over here anyway, dude.
I can't think. It was such a good name for a mustache. It was the
Hey,
cum something.
Reed, whenever it hits you,
It'll come to you, bro. Just yell it.
Shout it out whenever.
Yeah, perfect.
Hopefully it hits me. I think I might
Okay.
have wrote it down in my notes. 'Cause I enjoyed it so much.
Wait. You have a note called mustache section?
Well, I have a notes for certain things. You know?
What thing is that,
I
Reed?
have a lot of notes in here. I didn't write the mustache note down.
I wish I could have been in his brain like, that should go in the notes.
I need to write this down.
Nah, no mustache note.
Like
but,
his fucking,
Could have been a T-shirt, bro.
like his
Give him a
fucking.
t-shirt.
Oh,
That's what
wait.
I'm saying.
I could have put
Is-
a
Might have
t-shirt
been under the
note.
T-shirt section.
I do have a t-shirt
I told
note.
you, Reed sends me his
Yeah.
monthly list of T-shirt ideas.
Well,
We
well,
got some pretty good ones, though.
Bangers.
To be honest, dude.
Bangers.
well, you're wearing "Birds Aren't Real" on your chest. You probably.
I
got
wish we
some
could
fire-
take credit.
That's a movement, dude. It
Yeah.
says "I'm a lie" on the back, and I don't know if it's about me or the birds. So maybe I could be a pigeon. I don't know. Who knows? But actually, you brought that up.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon in your life?
Have I ever seen a baby? When's the last baby blue jay you saw?
Exactly. That's
Exactly.
my point.
Oh,
Birds
What about a
aren't real.
seagull? Would have been a seagull. Never in my life.
I've never seen a seagull nest in my
Grew
life.
up, born and raised.
Yeah,
It's because they're
On the
genetically
water.
constructed in a laboratory and released
and you think they're
with
just
cameras
watching us?
on. Yeah, the cameras and audio. There's audio and cameras on every bird.
Maybe
built
not
into the
all
thing.
of them, but some of them.
Well, some that were before 2002. Yeah, 2002 is.
What happened in 2002?
That was when they
Well, 9/11,
stopped
dude.
doing birds are no longer a thing.
Okay.
Now they're all-
okay. I'm gonna slow
I
this
saw
down.
That's a wormhole.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
a
wormhole.
dude.
How does
We've
wait?
all went through it in our lives.
No, I have not. I've never thought birds weren't real. What time?
Well, bro, it immediately
Ryan
made me
knows it
think
too.
of it
He's
when
got-
you
he's got
said
the
that.
gear.
What if aliens aren't like what we think they are, and
They
they're
could be
not like a
peanut.
little creature that lives in
Yeah.
outer
No, they're
space? But
humans,
what if
they're
it's
us.
like something living on the Earth like
They're
us?
us.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of birds aren't real.
Aliens are surfers. They come back. That's what they come down to Earth
I
as.
don't know
Like-
about servers, but I'll give you that, dude.
Yeah, they come down and they shoot down the lineup and then.
Like, what
that's
if
it.
Men in Black was based on a true story?
Shoot down the lineup.
You know what I'm saying?
Get straight barreled.
Yeah, they're just in the.
What if
Really
aliens are
playing
just
around?
chilling?
Like Dave
Yeah,
Stern, that guy?
yeah, like
He's
Men
the
in Black.
cockroach?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what about him?
What if that shit's real? What if that shit's going on right now?
Could be, dog.
I don't fucking know.
I think it says based on a true story at the beginning of that movie.
I
Men in
don't
Black
know.
does?
Right.
Men in Black is true?
No,
Yeah, Men
I
in Black is
didn't
true.
get
Yeah.
I really like Will
Oh,
Smith
yeah.
too, but I don't know.
I saw a meme one time that was like, if you want proof that we're living in a simulation, when was the last time you saw your neighbors bring in their groceries?
That's deep.
I see Gabby.
I don't
and
think
Scott
I
bringing
understand
their
that
groceries
one.
all the fucking time.
Okay, well,
But it's all healthy stuff, and I feel really bad every time they see me at Publix because I'm getting like devil dogs and Oreos and shit.
Devil
like that.
dogs.
good job, Reed. Good job, Reed. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Chris,
Are
no,
they
just talk
picking up
nice
on
and
all
directly
that?
into the
Like,
mic.
They're just not getting picked up on it.
Yeah, you want to get as close. Bring the
Saying
arm a
lot
little
of
closer
things
to
that
your
are very-
face hole.
A lot of interesting things, and I don't want to
Come on.
miss them. You know?
All right, so we're gonna start the game. 2 truths and a lie.
Oh fuck!
You good? You good? All right, so I'll go first.
I feel like I'm
Good.
loud enough to talk that it would hear me.
My
Yeah,
2 truths
yeah,
and a lie. First one.
Yeah, go.
I've masturbated in the ocean. Second one.
sounds
I have watched
sick.
gay porn. Third one. I have skinny dipped by myself.
All right, so the gay porn thing's a lie, and then the two things, the other things are straight.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that too, because I.
I mean, I don't know
'Cause
about
you were
the
like-
ocean, though. That's tough, dude. That's salt water.
I mean, you
with
talk.
fucking-
Yeah,
it's
I bet
hard
you
to
burned
do.
after
it.
you
I've had
peed.
sex in hot tubs and pools before, and that's.
Wait,
see, I'm
your
already getting in
penis
the water
was
like that.
submerged in the salt water, or you were just
Or were
like,
you just out there?
Well, yeah,
fucking
what were you
ripping
doing?
and
If it was true, I don't know.
If it was,
it-
that was a
True,
good
what do you
bait
mean?
right there.
oh
You just
yeah,
said- that was our team.
Yeah, so
If
yeah,
his
you got their
penis-
answer.
yeah. I think I'll stay with that.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
I
if your
stick
penis
with
was
my-
underwater, that's
Samson Simpson, I stick by my story.
So what is it? What is it? What's a lie?
The lie is the
The
gay
the
porn.
gay
gay porn thing. I hope.
We gotta take a shot.
All right.
'Cause we got it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
kinda
you got
good.
it. Yeah.
So we take it with you?
Sure. Cheers.
Oh, okay,
Cheers.
cool. Yeah,
If I don't
'cause-
see you
wait
later,
a
I'll see
second.
you another time.
So you did masturbate in the ocean,
Yeah, of course.
Sick.
but
dude.
I don't.
Did
Was
you
the
get a
penis
UTI?
underwater?
What?
Did you get a UTI?
It was an experience, you know.
Wait, but was your penis underwater?
Dog, I dropped trout.
What
Wow.
I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, dude, that one was.
What were you masturbating to?
Yeah.
Spank bank.
God damn.
Spank bank.
So you.
Put it
But
right
wait
in
a
the
second.
bank, dog.
What?
Yeah, I
Never
get
life
you with
proof.
that.
Come
I
on.
get you with that. Put it right there in the bank, dude.
Which
I'll
o-
keep
which
it right
ocean?
there.
Which
Pacific?
What beach were you at?
Was it the Virginity
Was it
Cruise?
Marcinski, the
Better not
dog
be my,
beach?
better not be my beach.
Was it the Virginity Cruise
You
in the
gotta,
Bahamas?
you gotta call me ahead of time.
I need to know. Need to know. Because the story that I heard with that
You
one.
heard this story?
Well, you told it.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do you
When
mean?
you shit your pants on the cruise.
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah.
the cruise. Oh, no, not the cruise. I'm talking about the Bahamas, the senior trip when you lost your
Oh,
virginity.
that
Oh,
one
yeah,
too.
yeah,
When your boys dap you up when you walk out, they're
Yeah.
like, yo,
You didn't
good
shit your
shit,
pants
dog.
that time, thank
like,
God.
I respect that story so much, bro.
I think it's
I heard
relatable,
that.
right? Yeah.
Relatable. It's
Yeah.
the best thing since sliced bread.
That'll
dude.
do
I thought that
it.
was fucking
How you
dope.
doing?
That is. I thought that was dope because, bro, like the fact that these kids just look at you and they nod and they're like, all right, dog,
Yeah.
let's get it. You
Not
know?
a word
And then-
was said.
And then she walks out after, and like you were like, oh, she probably
Dapped
dapped
her.
Yo, good shit, man. Like that. That's the best part about it.
Is there
yeah.
nothing better than dapping up your boy after he got some? I mean,
Yeah,
you're
but
just
I'm
so
talking about the girl.
The
dapping
girl,
up
right?
everybody.
She knew
Walking
what
out
happened.
like they're like, yo, good shit. Thanks for taking care of our buddy. Like you're cool, man.
She
like,
saw your homie slumping
yeah,
in the
that's a
hallway.
homie.
But that-
she better be a homie still.
But that's that's putting the girl on blast so much, you know.
Not really.
I mean, if you would
They
have said her
knew
first and
exactly
last
what
name.
was
on
going
the
on.
Yeah,
phone.
you're right. I do think there's a double standard where women like
I
people.
think
treat,
they want the credit in this day and age, so I think that they would also
really.
appreciate that.
You think we're at that point?
Well
I
said,
think they
yeah,
would appreciate
100%.
that. Yeah.
Well, we're not slut shaming them.
No, we're not at all.
No.
Yeah,
that's
there's
not what
no
we're about.
shame involved
There's
there.
no shame
No, not
involved.
at all.
Otherwise, we would
Live
you
your
know,
life. You're 18 years old.
That would be
bro.
unfair.
How you doing? You know, but it's something to think
Come on.
about though because devil's avocados.
Yeah. We
You
find
know-
a reason
you know,
to say that on every episode.
I'm not
You,
a big
you-
avocado fan.
You got a younger sister.
No.
Okay, say you got a younger sister. That's the thing I got. Oh, listen, it's Halloween.
Paranormal
You did it on purpose.
activity.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween.
Do I?
Yeah.
The neon
Like,
picture
wow.
of you holding another dick is flickering.
That's our pull duster back
Yeah,
there.
actually, what is up with the picture over here, dude?
But now we
Bro,
got.
we killed this bottle so fast.
Yeah, it's
we
bad.
just started the episode.
That's Montauk,
I don't think
baby.
you were ready.
Well,
dude.
that's-
That's Montauk, baby.
That's my talking.
How you
That's
doing?
Montauk, baby.
All right, Chris. Let's get into a little snippet. Who's Chris? Where are you from? How you doing?
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris. I am from West Islip, New York. It's a little small town on Long Island.
Okay.
Birthplace of the MS-13.
Well, that's what Reed says.
Like I'm throwing up a gang sign.
That
Like,
was
you know
like
what I mean?
Mexico.
Yeah, it was.
Tough area.
We're not- we can't throw. No, don't
well,
throw
I
it.
don't know.
Don't-
If you
want
can't
that,
throw it,
you
if you
know.
don't throw it right, don't throw it at all.
Yeah.
It's my face. No, nice town, Long Island,
Uh-huh.
in the suburbs, and I love when every single person in South Florida is like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "New York," and every single person assumes, "Oh, what part of Manhattan?" And I'm like, "Oh no, sweetie, like I'm from the suburbs. I'm out east."
So is
like,
that a bad correlate? Like, do you not like being called from the city? Like, I'm from Long Island.
I change it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's different.
Yeah.
You know, the city's a city, and listen, you have the boroughs, you got Brooklyn, you got Queens, you got the Bronx, everything like that. And, like, you think about, like, the Bronx, you hear stories, you watch movies, songs, rappers, this, that, you know, coming from, like, you know, the slums, and, like, you know, even Manhattan. Like, there's bad parts. You got Harlem, you got all these bad parts of it. But then you have Manhattan as a whole of, like, you know, Times Square, the Empire State Building, like all these fucking beautiful places, finance, big money. Oh, I live on the Lower East Side. Like, you know, oh my God, I can imagine what you're paying for rent.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I grew up all the way out east. So like right in the middle of Long Island. So it's like an hour, 15 minutes.
And you take a train to the city?
Take the train.
Okay.
Long Island Railroad. If you see something, say something.
That's the
dude.
crazy thing is. Wait, that's the slogan?
So like,
Yeah,
you know, like,
it's
I was
just-
like, so you're like sitting there, you're like waiting for the train, and it's like, this is the train to Penn Station. You know, any unaccompanied bags. You know, if you see something, say something.
I'm getting
And it's like a big
fuck
thing.
out.
It's like, bro, we were going to New York a couple weeks ago, and like this dude just like leaves a bag like next to like, where it is.
That was
and I'm
weird.
looking at everybody. I go, if you see something, say something. Like, let's get the fuck away.
Call
Let's
Christ,
get
yeah.
the fuck away from
Yeah,
this bag right
yeah.
now.
Everybody sees it too. We all look at each other.
And it's like the unspoken thing. You like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
I
but
come
nobody's
back to you
gonna
like,
say
shit,
anything.
dude.
But
Keep
we
walking.
saw it.
No,
We all
I'm
saw
not
it.
We
that
didn't
guy.
say something, but
I'm not
we did
the
see
guy.
something.
I'll be honest
No.
though, on public transportation and being in public, I have an eye for it now these days. If someone's sketchy in general, I fucking keep an eye on them. Like
Well, yeah,
airport,
yeah.
you know, like I feel like
Read the room.
but it's sad because I feel like in our lifetime it's gotten to that point where like 20 years ago, like our parents didn't have that fucking issue, you know.
No.
And it's sad to think like every time I'm in a movie theater, bro, I think of the movie theater massacre where the guy came in with the fucking
Oh, the Joker guy.
every
People are
every
crazy
time.
nowadays.
Batman.
And it sucks. I can't fucking enjoy a movie because I'm picturing a guy coming around the corner and I'm just toast. You know, like there's nowhere I could go.
First of all, who goes to the
I'm
movies
all the way in
anymore,
the,
bro?
I'm
You
all
don't
the way
got
in the top
Hulu
in
and
the
shit?
back, like in the middle, like trying to get that good seat.
You don't
and
like-
I'm the last person getting out of the movie theater. So I'm an easy pick, dude. You know what I'm saying? Right there. The poor
At
girl.
that point, it's like,
the poor
take
girl,
me. What do you got? Take me. I'm from Long Island.
Listen, I gotta get it. If it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
See how good your shot is,
What are you
buddy.
gonna do? Yeah.
I go to the doctor every year. They ask me, "Do you drink?" I say, "Yeah."
Yeah.
You smoke? I say, "Yeah." You party? I say, "Well, sometimes." Well, you're healthy as
You're
an
healthy
ox.
as an
Yeah.
ox.
You know? If I
I can't tell you how many times I've heard Chris say that.
Keep up that regimen, then,
No,
sir.
it's true though. Like
Healthy
if
as
I
an
go,
ox.
I go. You know, you got these kids that are vegans and work out every single day, 18 times a day, and they die by the time they're 38 by like fucking.
Like,
Herpes.
Well, Chris is barking up that tree too, I feel like.
Whoa! What's going on, Chris? How you doing?
Yeah, it's trying to be good here.
You got no lady at home?
Yes.
Okay.
She doesn't like me much now, but yeah, I do.
Okay.
She'll calm down. I even asked her before I came on if I could talk about it, but yeah, she's all right. She's cool.
Good
Okay.
call, good call.
She's all right. I'm like, yeah, thanks. And this isn't going to help me.
we're working
Yeah,
on it as a
no.
team.
No, we're not working. And for the record, we are not working on it as a team. This team here.
I can imagine Chris at work showing him texts like, dude, I don't know what to say, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you.
What do you
Nick,
say?
Nick, let me tell you. Like I said before, this is not a team. I love
She's
it.
got a pigeon on me.
No.
She's got a pigeon on me.
Listen, I've seen birds around me too in the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks, and I think maybe, but this is not a team. I'm going to reiterate that again.
It wasn't my OnlyFans. It was Reed's
It
OnlyFans.
was Reed's stuff.
He logged into my account.
It
I'm
was
telling
all
you.
Reed. It was all Reed. But he will be the best man at my wedding. but will not touch a fucking microphone.
Yeah.
And the fact that I have to walk in here today and you got 2 seats and 2 microphones, but he said he was just going to come support. This isn't support.
Yeah, Chris is not making that up. He did walk in the room and go, wait a second. Reed's sitting behind the desk with me?
No. I thought maybe he'd like jump in, like, come to my microphone sometimes, but nope.
Yeah,
Here we go. But again, I'm going to reiterate. Best man at my wedding. Sorry, Pat, if you ever hear this one from Long Island. But
Jeez.
or Anthony, my little brother. But
Shout out Aunt.
And shout out Aunt and my mom. And
Shout out Mom.
Shout out Miss Kim, dude. She's
Nice lady.
She's a
Real nice lady.
Very nice lady. She's cool.
Who's Miss Kim?
His
My
mom.
mother.
Oh, okay.
Nice lady.
That was like a
she's
school
dope.
teacher or something.
I know.
Sounds like an
Okay.
Asian woman or
Yeah.
something. You say it like that.
All right, Pete. What,
That'd be
what,
good exposure.
what do you got for your 2 truths and a lie?
See, I don't know
Oh,
why we're
fuck.
doing this one.
So this is a hard game, I feel like. I don't know. I
So
thought...
hard off the top of my head, at least I would have got an insight before. I would have thought.
I thought about that too, because he gave me the heads up, and I'm grateful that you gave me the heads up, because I would have completely blanked if you just put me on
absolutely.
the spot. But I thought we should potentially tell them ahead of time, because it'd probably be funnier if they had time to think
I
about
have
it.
to think. I'm thinking now.
Reeds, I'll tell you, I'm losing. I'll just take the shot off.
I'll go last.
All right, so this is what I came up with. I've thrown up at Monroe's. I've thrown up at Bradley's.
Is it?
And I've also thrown up outside of a girl's house who I was trying to hook up with at the time, in front of her.
I need details on
front
the
of her?
last one.
Yes.
Like,
She
like
saw it?
you Ubered
Yeah,
back to
she
her
saw
crib.
it. She prefaced before I threw up, she went, "Don't throw up," and then I did.
Now I know that's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, damn, I gave you, that was good. You
I was
guys are
trying to
good.
stop you. I was trying to stop you.
Damn.
No, but I think the Monroe, if I can answer,
I-
I think Monroe's you definitely threw up, and Bradley's you didn't because that was a working standpoint, and you don't get like that at work.
See, I
because
disagree.
know
I
you
would have
at work.
said he didn't throw up at Monroe's. I've never seen him at Monroe's, and we were at Monroe's.
I've seen him at Monroe's.
You seen him at Monroe's?
It's been a minute, but
No,
I've ventured into
feel
the
like
dark
he's-
side.
I used to be a frequent flyer at Monroe's. I don't go back anymore, but
Okay, so here's a question I got
I
for
don't go
frequent
there
flyers
either.
at strip clubs. Do you got like I'm going to Bianca tonight every night? You know what I'm saying?
Like a dancer actually?
Like,
I
you know,
feel
you know,
like
you know,
dancer or
you know, if
bartender?
you're a bartender, you got regulars, right? Who come
Right.
to you to see you. If you're a stripper,
Here's the thing.
are
Nick.
there regulars?
okay, so
But Chris
Yeah.
is a regular at a frequent flyer at Monroe's, but not
no,
because
that's
he's
just me. Just
okay.
explain this.
Well,
to the
no, but
camera.
I think it's
Yeah.
important to differentiate.
It is.
Okay, so there's
That's
the
what
guy
we're
that's a
getting to.
regular at a strip club because he's there to see the strippers. Chris is not that guy, and most of the people in the bar business are not those
No.
people. But when you get off of work at 3 o'clock in the morning,
There's only one
there's
place
no
open, yeah.
other place that's open and serving alcohol that
for
you can
2
go to.
hours, and you can get food if you want, but I don't eat after 9.
Right.
But you.
Is this a keto commercial? Where the fuck that come
You know
from?
what?
Yeah, not a
call
sponsor.
It, you know what? Not a sponsor.
Ryan just could
but
laugh
we
at
can
certain,
call it a keto
certain
commercial.
critical
Hey,
points
good.
right there.
I call it the Palm Beach diet.
The pump-
The Palm Beach diet.
God,
3 lines go to bed.
Jesus.
Not about bed, but yeah, you're right.
Go to Monroe's.
How you
Mom,
doing?
please don't watch this. I'll tell you that.
Your mom is definitely gonna watch.
Oh,
this.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
You
can't
guys
be-
know.
she rolled
She's
up
definitely
on me last
watching.
week. What do you mean? She did the
Love you,
pop-up.
Kim.
Yeah, we love.
All right, so what's the 2 truth and a lie?
Oh, yeah,
Where do you
yeah.
Oh,
keep?
you threw up in
Back
fucking
to
Monroe's.
me.
100%.
I mean,
so the
I think it
decision
wasn't.
split.
I think it wasn't. Well, okay, all right. Maybe you did throw
You
up.
know how
Monroe's.
professional he is at work?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll stick with him.
Okay. So I reveal the answer now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all boys wrong. Dog.
Damn it! See,
Hey!
I knew it. You never going to
You
Monroe's,
guys
man.
finished
Not
out this
into
last time,
Monroe's.
so-
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Not going in.
I'm toast. I'm absolute dust.
You
He
didn't throw up in
doesn't
Monroe's?
even know where the
No, I
front
never
door
threw
is.
up at Monroe's.
You have 8-foot long hands.
How the fuck you didn't throw up in Monroe's?
not there enough. It's not there
to be
enough.
Honest, Pete, I'm going to tell you straight up. To be honest, I don't think I've ever thrown up in Monroe's.
We don't
either.
throw.
Yeah, exactly. If you,
Well, here's my kicker. If you make it that late in the night, you're not throwing up. You know what I'm saying?
I was just
I
gonna
know.
say
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Nick. If you make it that late and you're out and about at that time,
You either have
You're-
performance-enhancing drugs or you're sober.
right,
Like
right.
that- or
And it's
10.
probably
Yeah.
not the latter.
Yeah.
You talking about
The,
HGH?
the casual drink. The only casual
No.
drinker.
Oh,
that I
how
know-
you doing? You know.
The only casual drinker I know to make it that late is Tyler. He's the only one because
Tyler's a different
he's just
specimen.
Rare breed.
I don't
Oh,
know.
he's one of those guys. He
stays
was
up-
one of those guys who doesn't get drunk.
No,
Yeah,
he
not
gets
really.
drunk. Oh,
well,
boy, that
but
boy gets
I don't
drunk.
know.
But he can hang.
Yeah, and I'm
will.
like, he's out there.
Even like when we come to my at the house on the island, bro. Like he'll literally like just be
Couple
hanging
2
with
or 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's
and-
like,
and
"Oh,
just
you're going
with
to
us
bed
the
at
whole
6:30
way.
in the morning? You're going to bed now?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's time for bed." All right.
So
I
was
guess
like,
I will
"Oh,
too."
I
Like,
guess
"How
I'm
the
gonna
fuck
go
are you
sleep
still
too.
awake?"
I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing behind up? What? Need to know what is where is the antidote?
Yeah.
I need the antidote to this.
All right, Chris, I'm going to ask you an off the rip question here, and I want you to answer it first before your side man here does.
Cool.
I don't want the side man, but sure. All right.
Is it gay? And to all my gay people out there, I fucking love you. I probably like you more than straight people.
I have
honestly.
two
gay people.
grandmothers. But gays are cool.
Yeah, I love like they're
We like the gays.
literally.
Yeah,
I love
Gay
everyone.
Turtle
I love
loves
everyone.
the gays
Yeah,
and
like,
trans so much, dude. We need to reiterate that
okay.
for you.
all right.
What? Oh, I love the gays.
Focus. Is it gay if you're a guy
That was
with
good
a
teammate
girlfriend, but you like it
Shut
when
up.
she puts
Shut
a
up,
strap
Mark.
on and fucks you?
Another
That's
gay
the
people.
gayest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wait, hold on. What? Say it again.
Is
No
it gay?
strap on. There is no dick.
Is it gay
What?
if you have a girlfriend, but you like it when she puts a strap on and fucks you in the asshole?
That's the gayest
Yeah,
thing I've
dude,
heard.
I don't know how you can
since-
justify that one.
What do you mean?
That's called pegging.
Yes.
What?
But I don't think if you refer to it as pegging, that is
But maybe
gay.
you just like butt stuff, you know?
Right. So
Well, butt
okay.
stuff's butt stuff, and that's fine. But
Wait,
like,
where's the
there's-
line, Chris? That's what I'm
A
asking.
tongue's a line.
It's a gray line.
I think penetration is the line.
I think a tongue's a line.
So you've
I
never
think
done a
tongue's
finger?
line.
You've never done a
If that's-
finger?
Wait, so you're saying a girl puts her tongue in her butt and that's gay?
No, it's not gay. I think if you get a fucking strap on it and get
Yeah,
fucked
but you
in
said
the
tongue. Who
ass,
said
you're
tongue was,
fucking
who said
gay.
tongue was a line?
Right. Like the end of the threshold.
Yeah,
that's
like
acceptable.
the tongue is fine, but
When it goes beyond that, then it's a problem.
Oh,
Okay, gotcha.
She's not putting a finger in your ass?
I mean, not in it.
Preferably not.
Yeah.
Around
if you
it?
The tongue is fine.
The little doorbell? That's what
They
she
tried
does?
to.
I know the tongue's a tongue. I think a tongue's a tongue. Dude, you go ahead. Dude, you're in.
Wait, what do you
What's
mean
a
by a
finger?
tongue's a tongue?
Oh, yeah, that was like,
By that logic, a finger's a finger, you know?
But the women, if they're gonna
Slippery
do that,
slope at that
they're
point.
Fucking pole duster's a pole
If
duster.
I'm looking at her and she's putting a fucking strap on her behind me, and I'm
Well,
really
yeah.
gonna be like, all right, dude, I'm gonna get in that. At that point, I'm Michael.
No.
Shout
I can
Michael,
imagine
too.
Chris with a
Shout
ball in his
Michael.
mouth, like, fuck me!
Yeah.
Fuck me!
That's no, absolutely not.
No?
Not happening.
No chance.
Have you ever
You
put
get an
hand-
elbow to the head for that
Yeah.
one, bro. I swear to God. I want to hit you, but I'll do a quick jerk. And just,
It was reflex.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a reflex feeling right there, dude. No chance.
Oh my god.
No chance. That was off the rip for real, dude?
Yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah.
fucking Jesus.
An intimate.
Come on.
Chris, you have the cutest
Hopefully
smile
your mom
ever.
stopped watching after the
Yeah.
last conversation.
Yeah.
Mom? Jazz,
What was that? What was that? Was that a plane?
I think
I tell you, a few of these, and I'm a little zapped, eh?
I tell you.
How you
Monte-
doing?
No,
Good
but listen,
stuff.
shout out.
Montenegros?
No
To Italy
sponsor.
for-
Yeah, careful.
Yeah.
Shout out Backward Ways.
Yeah.
This, if you know the bottle,
Copyright
if you know, you
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Nah, well, I'm not even gonna get into
Most
that.
of you know.
You know.
So, last thing, have you ever shot a sex tape?
No.
No.
You got to think about that one.
I mean, okay.
I wish I could. I don't have a MacBook, so like I feel like
Yeah,
that was
iPhone,
like
bro?
the best one. I have an iPhone,
Yeah.
but like just like I keep the iPhone always like either not in the room or next to me, right next to me, or like charged.
Not in your hand functioning.
So like if the iPhone was like in the corner, if the iPhone was in the corner just like sitting there, like
Wait, what?
Wait, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, but you never really filmed yourself doing it because if you're gonna do it, you got to be holding it. For the POV view. POV view.
Yeah,
That's
POV.
what's
what
in.
do you think about the POV?
The POV, like from down.
Are you talking about the woman?
Well, she can't hold it because she's busy. You
Dustin
hold it.
Poles.
Yeah.
Reed has a
mean,
GoPro
nobody
in his
said
fucking
this-
room,
nobody
dude. I
said
know
this-
he
He's
Yeah.
got
does.
a chest mount.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said a
Well,
video of
you've
some
only-
jerking off
you've
somebody?
only
Like,
been-
What?
That's
what
not
I'm
a
saying.
sex
Wait, so you've never shot a sex tape,
That's
but you've
assault.
taken videos of yourself jerking off?
So other people, yeah,
Wait, that's what he just said?
That's what I feel
I
like
don't
he
know.
was going at.
I don't know if we should be talking about this.
What?
What was I gonna say?
With a woman? No, I haven't had sex
No,
with a
never?
woman. Never.
You should. I don't think you've only been with like 3 women. I think.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
On the,
You heard it here
on
first.
the camera, yes.
Kim, hopefully you're still watching.
Well, Mom, you know me.
You know
But I'll tell you a
me.
funny story. When I was 16 years old, my mother caught me walking out of the house and literally looked at me and said,
Chris, you are cursed.
and I said, why? Because she said, it was after a football party, and she said, you are cursed. You are going to have 3 girls when you get older because of you are the way you are. And I said, Mom.
It sounds like your mom put a curse on you.
Yeah.
because that's
It's like a voodoo
incorrect.
doll.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
actually,
like.
speaking of voodoo dolls,
Wait, what?
shout out Sad Boys Club.
Sad Boys Crew.
Sad Boys Club.
You got a voodoo doll?
So his older brother.
It's not older than me.
younger. I feel like he's older because he's like
Yeah,
really
way
like,
more probably mature than I am.
Hey, oh.
Makes
So,
300
T
times
is
the amount of money I make.
Just no names, but T is the, Sad Boys founder, brother. Like, he is.
He's the president of the Sad Boys
Bro,
Crew.
Yeah.
Sick.
So, like,
Tight.
Super sick, actually, yeah.
somebody
We're super
actually
sad.
told me that, somebody actually told me that, like, Mercury was in
Chris is getting
retrograde.
coached by Coda right now.
Mercury is in Gatorade.
Mercury's in Gatorade or retrograde. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, I had never known a thing about it, and somebody the other day told
We
me
don't
about
really
it.
know what it is.
And it's like when Mercury,
But
like,
it's bad.
like spins the other way and stuff like that, and like
And it's
all
happening.
like opposite stuff is like.
What the fuck?
I feel like it's
happened?
always happening though. Like,
Oh, it's
I've
so-
never heard
That's
someone be like,
recently,
Mercury's
recently
chilling
more
right
bad
now."
Right,
shit
you're
has
right.
been happening. To
But
us.
Oh,
the
you were
last,
talking about in the sky?
Yeah, Mercury's
Yeah,
in retrograde.
Like
You've definitely heard a
where the
baby say that
Mercury
before.
comes from? The Mercury comes from the sky.
Nick, what's
I'm
your
dumb.
deal,
we
dude?
understand.
What?
What's your deal, dude?
What's your deal, dude?
What? Mercury in the sky, Chris?
It's a planet, right?
Yeah, dude.
When's the
that-
last time you
Oh.
talked about Mercury?
Is it a planet? I thought it was a
No,
liquid.
these women talk
What?
about Mercury.
I thought
Mercury's
Mercury-
a retrograde all the time, dude.
Yeah.
What women's are you talking to? Because I
Yeah.
don't talk
Listen,
to
I'll
women.
give you a lot of them.
You've never heard of Mercury?
Mercury.
Mercury. That's what I
Mercury
said.
is in
In
retrograde?
Gatorade.
Is that a band?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
very well might
What
be
is it,
so.
Dude,
What is it?
I don't know.
We don't know what it
what
is.
happens-
Nobody really knows,
So
but
I-
it's
I'm sorry for
provocative.
being confused.
All right. so
Nobody
listen,
really
so
knows.
Explain it.
But you've never, yeah,
But
Chris,
yeah, we don't know what it is, but you don't know what it is.
you've never even heard of
Never
it?
heard of
Chris,
it.
please.
You have no idea what it is.
Thank you, Nick.
Yes.
Oh God.
So I was told the other day, it's a serious thing, dude. So what happens is that Mercury,
The planet or the fish?
Which we don't know what that is.
there's mercury in fish. We
Thank
get
you,
that,
thank you,
okay?
Which
thank you.
comes
I don't
from,
eat
and those fish
Chinese
come from the
food.
planet.
Shut up. I don't eat Chinese food because the MSG really fucks my shit up, and I think that's the mercury part. Anyway,
That's what you're worried about, the MSG
no,
and
no.
Okay.
I like it. No, it's good. So anyway, so I was explained to you the other day that when that happens, it's spinning the right way, orbiting the right way, and then once it's in retrograde, it spins the opposite way because
Like Australian toilet.
because the moon shift.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then the world gets fucked. Only Earth.
Which is
Only Earth
happening
is
right
fucked
now.
At this point.
Which is
makes
happening
no
right
sense.
now.
Maybe 'cause
As
we
of
don't
2
know
weeks
about it.
ago.
Shut up. See, this
For
is
how
why
long?
I don't want this.
going on for
it's
2 weeks
2-3
now.
weeks. It was
So-
like,
Been
going on
oh,
2-3 weeks.
It's over now. It's over now.
I don't
It's
think.
over?
Well, I think it's on the end of it. I don't think it's over yet. I think it's near the end.
Who brought this up?
We can hope it's near the end.
All right, so it's
Because whoever brought it up is fucking with you, boys.
no, it's a real thing.
It's
I
not
talk?
a real fucking thing,
Can I
Pete.
talk? Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I
Yes,
talk?
Mr.
Yes.
Chris.
It's a real thing.
Those are good, yes.
Pigeons and fucking Mercury. Keep going.
Brian
So-
Coda's got something to say.
Time out. Check my phone.
Yeah, he
sick.
says-
Coda, nice, Cody. You're the
Brian
best.
Coda
So,
has sent
Ryan,
us what
stop.
it is.
Read.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh,
Nice,
it's
dude,
not even
sick.
real.
Read.
So it's not
No
real.
way.
But it is real. 'Cause it's actually
Okay, what
happening.
is Mercury in retrograde?
I wanted to explain it first what I heard.
Okay, yeah,
let
you
me
first.
explain it first. So
I like this
can,
game.
I can call this bullshit then.
Okay. Or
Chris.
I think we'll be calling.
I've been
bullshit.
waiting
Go
for
for
10
it.
fucking minutes. What's Mercury and
What the
retrograde?
fuck? You got dipshit over here coming in because you want to have him sit next to me now, which he won't have to touch a microphone in my wedding. But now, he has one good fucking week and he's sitting next to me now, which is the worst thing that could have ever happened to you today.
Is he walking around with a swagger now?
No, he's not. He's not.
I told a lot of
I'm already
people.
in hot water. I'm already in hot water, and then all of a sudden I got to deal with him because he's 90% of my hot water.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think that means I'm the Mercury then.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. Can you explain what it is?
All right, whoa,
No,
whoa.
Chris,
Chris,
define.
So what I was explained was Mercury's in retrograde, and like a lot of bad things happen in that timeline because the world is kind of like flipped upside. It's like the upside down world. In,
Topsy-turvy.
Not sponsor Stranger Things. So like same thing, dude. Like
We're referencing Stranger Things for facts now.
well, not facts. I
That's
don't
what
know,
we're
but
doing?
if you think about it, like Montauk, they
Analogies.
have like the thing. It's an analogy. Good word. Dude.
What-
Fucking-
what's
Dude,
your-
we were
your-
supposed to be on the same team today. I don't know what happened.
What's your Scorpio
I didn't make
sign?
the seat
Hey,
inside
here's a
it.
good
I
fucking
think it's
question.
the retrograde.
Do you trust people who want to ask your Scorpio sign and see
I
are
have
you
no idea what it means.
are you an Aries?
I'm an Aries.
Hey Nick, I also want to add. I want to add that every time I do the editing for these episodes, I have to turn Nick's volume down like 50%.
Yeah.
And then I have to turn mine up like 10% because Nick screams into the microphone.
I
at
get
all
fired
times.
up.
Are you an Aries?
Fire it up.
The mics work really good.
Talk like me. You
Well,
got it
I got a
close.
chameleon accent, so if I'm around a little new, come on.
I love the fact you said it.
Nick's about to say Gabagoo any minute. I know it.
No, and when I was in Nashville, I started talking like this. I swear to God.
I reckon we
yeah.
gonna come around here.
Come
blah,
on.
blah, blah. I got cowboy boots. But hold on.
Yeah.
I love that you said chameleon because my mother used to say when I was a kid,
That you're cursed.
"You're cursed."
Chameleon.
You're a
Well,
relationship
chameleon.
chameleon.
Okay.
You can go in any room, and it doesn't matter if you know not one fucking person.
You'll
in
be
there.
fine. Yeah, yeah.
You can make one common interest with somebody
That's
in there,
it. Boom.
and you just run with it.
Yeah.
And that's why I've, not to spoil the podcast, but I'm saying like that's why I like it down here.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling. That's why Pete with all the tattoos.
Yeah.
Reed the dipshit over here.
What the fuck
Mr.
did he
Ryan
say?
is so great. Like that's why they like me. 'Cause
Yeah.
If you looked at us in a room, you'd be like, they're not friends.
I think we should talk about the-
Pete's
I
got
think-
hand tattoos. Like Jesus Christmas, dude. I remember when Pete asked me to get hand tattoos, and I looked at him dead in the face. It was a Tuesday after China. Me and him used to work Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesdays for the best days.
And like 11 o'clock, nobody would come in. We'd sit down, open a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
We'd be doing the shit on the computer. We'd chopping it up and talking. And he goes, Chris, I think I'm going to get hand tattoos. I said, Pete, I give people the best advice in the world. Do I take any advice?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
But I'll look at you dead in the face, and I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, hey, don't fucking do it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I know you want to at this
Yeah.
point right now, but
He did it.
please don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, in my mind, like, if I was going to get hand tattoos, I'd tell him not to do it. But I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I want hand
Yeah.
tattoos. Like, I'm not going to take that advice. And he looked at me and he said, all right. And then a week later, he
Boom.
comes in, he's like, boom. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, But,
You knew when I said all right that
yeah,
I was
like,
still gonna
listen,
do it.
dude, and you know what? You got to give credit when credit's due. And, like, he had a goal and a vision, and he did it. And
Yeah.
I respected him every single way, like, when he left where he was working with me, which was the best GM I've had ever.
Thanks,
over where
bro.
I'm at. And he was my saving grace for a very, very long time there. In a time of, uncertainty where
Retrograde.
and
Possible.
Mercury probably wasn't in
return.
retrograde, but like in an uncertainty time, like where I was, I had my foot in the door there, and I was a part of that business, and he came in after me and him meeting each other when he was doing his other thing, doing the liquor thing, and then he was coming in and knew the business and knew where I was coming from when I would say things, and I had no problem with being 100% with him, and he was always 100% with me, and like I love managers like that.
Yeah.
I work with Ryan, I work with Reed, I work with Tyler.
Communication.
And, like that's the
It's
biggest
everything.
thing, a part of it. And like if I needed something, 2 seconds later it was like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Boom, got you. And there's a lot of time in business, especially in big busy places, that people forget about doing things like that.
And it almost comes off dickish at first. So I get why a lot of people try to hang off it. Like if someone like your personality, right, and yours, two different personalities, but still you could walk up to someone and say, hey, that monster, say, hey, that's not fucking happening again. Kind of walk away.
Oh,
right? Yeah. They just started working there. They poured 18 shots for their friends, didn't ring anything in. Hey, just want to let you know it's not happening again. And walk away.
Yeah.
It's could be dickish.
No, it's the chemistry of having two different personalities, like run something like a restaurant or bars, things like that, or anything really. Honestly, anything.
Yeah.
The chemistry of anybody working together, being two opposite personalities, you get two different sides of everything. If two people are the same, you're never going to explore another side of a story or a situation because you guys are both going to agree on the same sort of thing. But you have two different approaches to it, or two different ways to handle it. There's so much more that gets exposed and so much more that gets brought to light that you can decide on different ways of action. Like maybe, you know, somebody brings this and then this and this, and then that opens up to 2 more different things. So you got not only 4 or 5 different, you know, things to explore to maybe choose that way to go. But if you have 2 people that think exactly the same, there's really only one route to go. And that may or may not be the right route.
Correct. And if you have 2 people, like you said, thinking the same exact way, it's their way of the highway.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, right.
you know, the best part about, and I work at Kachina, Palm Beach, like, solely. Like, that's my place. I work at Datura on Wednesdays because I got the opportunity to do a Wednesday thing with them. Shout out Wednesday, Tyler.
Wednesday, every Wednesday, starting from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Half up.
Bring your mustache.
Half up. A lot of other,
No
whatever you want to do.
But the best part, like, even like when I was just before, like, I would guest bartend at Datura sometimes and fill in whatever they needed somebody, like on a Sunday or you know, if I was off on a Thursday. And like stand-up Bowery is like my whole, like, I love, you know, Rick, Josh, all the investors like that are a part of it. You know, Ryan's an investor, part owner, Reed, Tyler, they're all part owners. Like, I love the company that I work for because I'm so lucky moving down here not knowing a goddamn soul.
The family.
For them, it's a family.
It's family.
And that's exactly it. And I wouldn't stray away from that because of how great they've been to me in the life. My life changed moving down to Florida. 1,000%.
And why'd you do that?
It just came down and needed to get out of my bubble of Long Island.
So you there your entire life, and one day you...
Not one day. I came down, I visited.
One day the MS-13 showed up and said he had to go.
My mother and brother.
What the area?
No, I came down, I visited a buddy of mine that I grew up with, and went home and said, Florida's it. And he said, you can stay with me for a little bit. And got an apartment, got a job at
Tijuana Flats.
Cabo Flats. Cabo Flats and City Place.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shout them out.
Real true
Cabo Flats
Mexican
and
cuisine.
We'll bleep that.
Cabo Flats and City Place. And then some girl I was training behind the bar was like, hey, would you want to work on the island? And I'm like, the island? And in my mind, Bradley's was the island.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a bridge to go over
Yeah.
where the like you drive over and then you see like Hermes and like you know, say,
Shit's
like
different
all
over
those shit.
there.
And I'm
Breakers.
driving over. I remember on the interview, getting the interview because it took like a week and a half for me to get the interview. And I would see the girl and I'd be like, hey, like, is it coming? Like, what's going on? Like, I told you I'd quit tomorrow if you got me an interview. I didn't quit yet. And she's like, oh, no, she's going to call you. Called me, went over, got the job. And listen to me, I'm some schmuck kid from New York, bro. Didn't know not one person in the city at all. Didn't know what the animal of Kachina was. And the animal of Kachina, and which I would, Pete can attest, and I would say, hey, would I have thrived if fucking, because I thrive at the new Kachina, and like I did, and I'm not talking myself up, but like I feel like I built my brand enough in the city and town that
Mills?
no, God, Jesus, not even Mills. My brand.
That's
is,
another segment.
My brand. My brand is a
Transition
person.
there after.
No, absolutely.
Like,
People
as
know
a
you.
person,
Yeah.
coming down here and not knowing not one fucking soul.
Yeah.
And, you know, I kind of pride myself on the fact that you can go around town, West Palm, Palm Beach, Delray, Jupiter, wherever, like, and maybe it doesn't stretch that far. But if you ask about Chris, the guy bartender at Kachina, 9 out of 10 people will praise. Like, not praise, but have something good to say about it. Oh, I know Chris, like, he's great. You know, if you talk to the wrong people, you're
I don't think there's many of those people.
so that's why I said 9 out of 10. I was
Yeah.
giving myself credit there.
I wonder who the one would be, though. Who
All
would it
right,
be?
anyway.
Probably in a biker
But-
gang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Oh, we
biker
should-
gangs that roll through
We
Kachina?
should definitely talk about that.
That's a different
I totally
story.
forgot about that. Pete, thank you for bringing that up. This is why the reason that I'm supposed to be here, but you're filling in and doing my job.
So anyway, I
Okay.
pride myself on that.
Where do you wanna
And
go
I-
and-
and
where
I
do-
Yeah, this is a good time.
really wanted to.
Yeah, you
Make
pride yourself.
sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about the Kavorka.
No.
Boy.
I think we should talk about the
But
Kavorka.
I would say to him, like, you know, I hear these stories of the old Kachina. And the old Kachina used to be a fucking
Madhouse.
free-for-all. They have the champagne thing where everyone's just dressed in bathing suits and people just spray champagne. Bought 10
Good
bottles
times.
of fucking Prosecco each and fucking just sprayed it all over the place. They'd fucking take the walls, this and that. And I'm like, hearing these stories, and I'm like down here, and like, I did well because 6 out of 10 people that come in there are from New York. So you don't get this Floridian fucking dude, and they don't have guy bartenders there.
Yeah.
So like I'm there, and I'm there from the day one, and like I'm surprised I even stayed that long
Yeah.
because like I'm some schmuck kid from New York that didn't know anything, and I could just hold the conversation with
That's
people.
right.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like,
That's half the battle.
they'd say half the battle. You find one common interest, and you run with it for 10 miles.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
what bars need. Some
And that
people
was
get
the
hung
best-
up on like who
that
should
was the
be
best
at
part
the.
about me.
it's, you
I'm
know.
not the best bartender. I'll tell you straight up. I don't know a quarter of what he knows. I don't know half of what Ryan knows.
No one ever
I don't
leaves a
know-
bar that says, "Oh my god, that was the best drink I've ever had in my life." He was a mixologist. They go, "That was the coolest fucking bartender I've ever
Right.
met."
Well, that's
That's- yeah,
true.
that's what it's
More
about.
people say that. You know, there's Chris's Negroni on the Cucina menu. It's my Negroni.
Sick.
Just shout out Cucina. Just maybe they say that when they make budget, but anyway.
Yeah.
But no, most people leave and they're like, "Bro, I'm gonna come back because fucking you fucking took care of me.
Yeah.
You were fucking slam sitting here fucking making drinks and fucking." Still engaging and talking to me when you had the time, even when you weren't making the drinks for other people. You were, hey, you guys are good, and like the little things like that. And listen, somebody orders dinner in front of me. I work service bar, so I'm doing the whole restaurant, like
Yeah.
making service drinks and shit like that. So I'm getting tickets, and like you brought up about boat show, like you have that ticket thing, and we don't
Yeah.
have one of those.
Yeah.
I think it's just too loud in there to hear.
No,
it.
you can't. But yeah, maybe. But like, I'm running the whole time.
Yeah.
Every fucking minute that I'm there, regardless if it's 6 o'clock or if it's fucking 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and like 10:30 will come in.
You know what that's called?
Work.
The Kavorka.
Speaking to that point, and from someone that watched it, from the outside, it was extra hard on Chris because so anyone that's a bartender will understand what he's saying. Chris was the service bartender, but at a fucking nightclub, so the bar is 4 deep. And he also has service tickets to deal with. But Chris was also a very popular dude behind the bar and took really good care of people. So when people would come, they would want Chris to help them. There's like fucking 3 or 4 other bartenders down the bar that they could
It
get
could
a
be
drink
not even
from.
doing anything.
That are probably
they'll
doing
tell
nothing,
you,
right?
Hot.
But they know
girls.
Chris, and they want
Yeah.
Chris to make their drinks. So Chris is buried with a sea of tickets, which the guests don't know anything about. They don't understand
Yeah.
that side of it. But Chris is not paying attention to them necessarily because he's got fucking 18 drinks that he needs to make for the dining room. But people will literally be standing like in the entrance of the bar because that's like the way you get into the bar is open. Anyone could walk through it. Most people know not to, but for some reason when it gets busy,
Kind of
you just fucking
yeah.
do.
Yeah, oh yeah, in this world,
They
that's
I know
walk
Chris.
right back there.
And it used to be I know Nick, and now it's
Now I know. Hey, Chris.
Chris!
Like as if you don't
Yeah.
hear them.
Yeah, and I know Nick.
It's funny
I
that
do
section
hear
is
him,
where
but I
like
don't
that's
hear him.
where like your regulars and people congregate in like the
Right.
worst area
In the
of the
service
bar that
area.
you want them to be at,
Yeah.
But that's where at our bar too. That everybody goes right
Right.
there, and I don't really understand that why. You think they'd want to hang out in the? I don't know. But shout out to all you people that do that's fine. But,
But I'm very.
But it's actually like not.
And
Ryan Cotis
again,
is thumbs
and
down.
And it comes back to me like just now, like I'll come back to saying like I say it all the time. Pete, I've said it to you, Reed, Ryan, like Nick. I'm some schmuck kid from New York that didn't know a goddamn soul here. Pete's coming back in. He's the old Cucina fucking manager. Everyone knows who fucking Pete is.
Yeah.
Ryan is the fucking guy at Datura. He is the fucking boss. Tyler was a fucking stud bartender, like, before he took the GM position there. Reed, most knowledgeable person behind the bar that I've ever met in my entire life. And I go into Datura on Mondays on my day off just to fucking pick his mind. He's infusing this and doing that. And, like, I'm not even drinking or hanging out. It's just I go get dinner and I sit there and I'll fucking sit with him for fucking 3-4 hours and fucking just chop it up and watch his liquor order and see what he's ordering and why he's doing that. And this is this and that. And like, I've learned so much in the 3 years. I've been December 22nd, I think was December 18th, I think was our opener at Cucina. And I was there the first night.
That's
And
2018
2018, 19,
or 19.
20. No, it was 19, so it was 2019, 20, 21 is... No.
I think it's 18. Yeah.
So this will be the 4th year.
This is going to be my 4th year.
Yeah,
there.
right. That
Yeah.
sounds
I'm the
right.
only bartender still there from day one.
Crazy.
And,
Only-
if you know about the old
only-
Cucina, Nick, I don't know if you've... I heard just a story about you being...
I did my toes in the water.
Okay.
Yeah, with the
So,
U-bar, with the fucking...
Have you
yeah,
ever...
yeah,
the horseshoe.
The horseshoe.
So have you ever seen a male bartender there?
No. It's usually girls
Yep.
Hot girls, they did great.
With a few
and listen, like I tell
strings.
you, there's 3 other bartenders that work with me, and they will attest to it, how busy mine is, and they all make money too. And listen, they make their money, and they do great. Mm-hmm. But I'm the only guy there from day one, and it's crazy to me that it goes back to this. I didn't know a goddamn soul down here before I came down here. I'm lucky I got hooked up with him,
the right people.
and Pete and you know the hospitality group that we're in. That it's just it's a family. Yeah. And I will give all the credit in the world, and I say it all the time to anybody. Cucina changed my life. Yeah. Not knowing what the fuck it was, to go over there and literally have an anxiety attack, showing up to the interview 30 minutes early and then waiting an extra 30 minutes after because the girl was late that interviewed me, and still getting the job. I used to have this fucking long hair with a fucking...
Oh my God, the man bun
I forgot
thing.
about that thing.
Tied up, like...
Yeah.
Really?
That was...
Nick, I got pretty good...
I forgot about
it. I got pretty good hair, dude. But to still have the job where, like, they had this one kid, I'll tell you this, so I'm not going to name names, but...
What's his first initial?
N.
N, yeah.
So it's not Nance.
It's Nick, probably.
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 So anyway, they had me come in, so they had 2 guy bartenders and, like, how many girls? And, like, you know, first 2 days, like, you know, 2 or 3 of the girls got fired. And they had this one dude, and I'm telling you this dude, bro, I'll give credit when credit's due. Fucking stud.
Slanging dick.
Yo, stud. Like, could be an Abercrombie model, like, fucking, but I'm not saying names. He wasn't there. Dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, probably could make a vodka soda, give a Bud Light out, but, like, talk-wise, wasn't fucking there, bro. Nice kid, dog. Nice kid. Nice kid. Really, really nice kid. But, like, it comes down to it. I was, like, this chubbier, fucking, long-haired fucking thing. Like, I wasn't, well, when I first worked there, I wasn't the image of Cucina. Yeah. You get these beautiful fucking girls, young girls out there.
That's a good point. I don't know. I don't know how you got hired.
Like, little tiny things. But you know what my saving grace was?
You were good at talking?
Not the Cougars.
You know what it was? I can say right now what it was. If anyone,
I know.
The Kavorka. Okay, that's what it was.
What is the Kavorka?
I could go into the Kavorka. That's how we're transitioning to the Kavorka. I think it's about time we transition into the Kavorka.
Well, there goes me right now.
So we can know what the Kavorka is here.
For like 4 days, and now I'm fucking...
So, the Kavorka is the lure of the animal.
Look up Kavorka.
What?
The Kavorka is the lure of the animal.
Is that with a K?
That's what the definition is.
Read the definition.
It's the lure of the animal. Did you find it?
You nailed it.
It's a Latvian term.
Kavorka is supposed to mean the lure of the animal.
Yeah.
It is therefore something like the animal attraction which causes friends to adore you and women to lust you.
Yeah, see? It's the Kavorka. All right?
You got the Kavorka?
I used to have the Kavorka.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the thing.
See,
And then all of a sudden I moved down here, and now I have it.
Well, here's what it was. Yeah, so I've always been it's always been very easy with me to interact with women, talk to women, anything like that. It becomes very easy with me.
Yep.
Not even in a cocky sense of it. I just am comfortable around women. I can comfortably talk to women.
You would bring up cocks.
You know.
Dude, gay.
So the one story. This is what I'll tell you the story when
Shout out Mark.
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. The story when I realized.
Oh no shit!
Mark's not gay, man. Yeah, it's cool. Yo, shout out Mark. Dude.
One of the many we have. Don't make it seem like we have. Yeah, one of the many.
Oh, we got a couple.
Come on, we got a few.
We got a Mark too. Shout out to Mark too. The Black Queen of Palm Beach.
Yeah.
The Black Queen.
The dildo ninja.
Yeah.
Anyway. So the story when I realized that he had the Kavorka and it was over for me.
Yeah.
Was so I had this girl I knew this girl a long time. I don't know. I always thought she was cute. Always kind of wanted to hook up with her, do something with her. Never ever made it happen. Many years go by. Ultimately,
subscribe to our OnlyFans.
Randomly, This is before.
Yeah.
So eventually it came around opportunity. and I had the opportunity to do that, and I succeeded, and it was cool, and she was cool. We hung out a little bit.
Does anyone here know who this person is?
Yeah. I mean, he'll probably figure it out, and then like he
He'll?
might not even know. He might not even know what I'm talking about right
Give it
now.
time
Okay.
for him, though. Give it time for him so I know that I'm not.
I don't know. I mean, this was before.
Was Chris in town yet?
Before Julia.
What was her name? We'll bleep it out.
All right. Yeah.
What was her name? We'll bleep it out.
No, we didn't say the name. It was just before that. So we know this.
Yeah.
BJ.
Anyway.
Before Julia.
So yeah, we were hooking up. She was like, infatuated with me.
Yes.
Loved
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
I remember.
I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
And so then anyway, so then that was around a lot of time we were going to Monroe's a lot, like
I'm
you
dead
know.
in the water.
So she's
by
a
the way,
stripper?
'cause I'm telling you.
No, we would
Alright.
just
You
always
don't
go.
fuck strippers.
We would just
Okay,
you know,
listen,
like
I
Pete
got nothing
said.
against fucking strippers, Chris.
No, they're
Listen,
great
dude,
people.
and I don't think anybody does. But
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, we go to the strip clubs for the bar.
Right, and that's what we were doing there.
And that's a big
And that's
thing
what
for
you know.
us.
This girl was there with us.
People get
Then
the misconception.
She hadn't met Chris yet. Okay, she hadn't
Okay.
met Chris yet. Okay, this is around the time Chris had, Chris hadn't really kind of come out of his shell with the women locally or whatever so much at this point either. You know, I hadn't really noticed like it stood out that he was like meeting a lot of girls.
Were you a regular at Monroe's at this time, Chris?
Yeah, we were regularly going.
We were regular.
Did you have a man bun?
He might have actually. Yeah,
Man bun?
yeah,
I might
yeah.
have- I
No,
might have
100%,
no,
100%. No, you fucking 100% had one, dude.
Yeah, dude,
I
you
know.
let that thing ride way too
I
long.
know, but I
Yeah,
had the
you
short. I
fucking-
had the short hair, and then I cut.
I don't know what the
I
fuck
left
you were
the
doing,
one on
but it
top,
definitely
so
was.
That was
longer than
arguably
this.
weirder.
Yeah. Anyway, I met
Yeah,
Rose
I
with this
like my
girl.
long hair. My hair. Not to cut you
Whatever,
off.
man.
Yeah.
You did, and you're talking about
Listen,
your
you gotta give credit where credit's due.
Are you more confident with a man bun or your hair right now?
Should be now.
You're much
The man
more
bun
handsome
thing is
now,
like,
dude.
Really?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
absolutely.
You had like a rooster vibe going on
Yeah.
with the man
Well,
bun.
no, but I'm talking about.
Oh, there's a
before-
rooster vibe?
No,
Something like that, yeah.
But before you came in, so back to the story of me getting hired.
We're skipping stories.
So the girl interviews me at the place next door to the smoothie shop, and I got my hair.
The audience
cut.
follow
So
all
it
this
was
shit,
the
guys. You
sides.
guys are
It
all
was like
taking
the
notes.
sides. Everything, the back and the sides were all.
Was it like the olive oil fucking man bun? Like it was slicked back?
So everything
No,
was
it was-
pretty much. No, you don't know
You
this.
had found a youth on your head?
No,
Yeah,
you don't
I
need
think
it.
so.
No.
remember.
You don't know that. They don't know this.
I
So
remember
before I got the job at Kachina, my hair was, I let everything grow out evenly. So like the bottom and the sides were just as long as the top.
Okay.
And so it tied up like a ponytail. It was
Yeah.
nice. So I'm in the interview. I'm fucking, everything's tied up, slicked back. It's nice. And she's like, all right, cool, like blah, blah, blah. And I think I was so stoned in the
Bring the
I
microphone
think I
closer
was
to
so
you.
stoned in the video, in the interview. I think I was so stoned in the video that I like kind of like slumped back on my chair, and I looked at the girl that was like the first GM over at Kachina. And
You went
The
stoned?
one
I
from
went that stoned as fuck.
Really?
the one from Palm Beach
Yeah.
Grill.
Palm Beach Grill.
Yeah. So I slumped back in the chair, and I was like, so what about you? And I'm like,
Power move.
Because she's like starting to like really call me about questions. She's like,
Topsy-turvy it, start
she's
asking her the
Where are
questions.
you from? What do you like? You know, where do you work now? Why do you think you should? I said, all right, cool. Like went through all the shit, breezed through, and I slumped back and I go, so where are you from? She's like, well, I'm all from Ohio. So what are you doing here? What brought you down here to
Yeah.
get this job?
No, that's good.
Yeah.
And she like kind of respected it. And listen, like I said,
They're
my
for Luke.
counterpart,
Kavorka.
that was the guy bartender,
Yeah. It's the Kavorka.
is a fucking Abercrombie model that
Yeah.
can literally walk around and just like smile at people, and they're like, "Here's my money, take it." You know, it's like a hot girl behind the bar. It's like, you may be the worst margarita I've ever had in my life, but you were the hottest thing in the world. Here's $10. Thank you so much.
Before you finish your Kavorka story, I have one question. Everyone here has been in hospitality. Well, all guys, right? I know there's a double standard no one wants to talk about, but there's hot girl bartenders, and they're there because they're very attractive, and there's an unspoken kind of, this is what it is, right? If you're a guy bartender and you're doing service tickets and you're 4 deep and you're sweating your ass off, and 3 bartenders over there is a 10, a girl who's a 10, right? And she's flirting with a group of guys. She's making 1 drink every 5 minutes. But you know, in the end of the day, she's going to get tipped $200 from these guys
Yeah.
because she's an absolute 10. Does that piss you off? Or are you playing chess, not checkers, and say, listen,
Well,
let her do her thing?
How much time do you have?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How much?
a whole nother
Seriously,
show.
how much time do you have?
What, like right now?
Like, yeah, like
Is this
how
a-
long?
is this-
How long is this podcast really going to go on for?
Hey,
Because
listen.
I'm really not going to get into it.
The limit does not exist.
But the limit does not exist. Yeah.
So that's a pet peeve of yours,
Well,
you're basically saying.
it's a pet peeve of Chris's for sure. But it's pet peeve everybody's, I think, behind the bar at that
I
point
think
when you're seeing that.
everybody that works-
But in the long run, you're like, okay. But like at the same time, you're like, we're drowning and you're fucking off right now.
So it's a realistic story. I just said.
The
right?
funny thing,
Yeah.
the interesting thing is that like what the thing is that guys, if they're talking to these guys, you know, and they're doing that, if they had to break away and make drinks, like the guys don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like there's no
But I
reason to
understand
really.
it, but I understand.
There's
at
no
the end of
reason
the
to
day-
stay there and do
I
that.
understand at the end of the day too. Like if you have a group of fucking 3-4 guys that are fucking buying fucking shots of fucking Class A Azul 1942 or anything expensive for you and whatever, listen, sweetie, get the fuck over there, run them, run them,
Right.
and not in a bad way, run them,
No.
but like, listen, they want to come out.
Right.
You get these
Give them what they want.
Yeah, and a talented girl
They
can
wanna come
keep
in
a
and
guy
talk
on
to
the
you.
hook by saying something
And
to
it's
go
like-
keep doing
it's
her
like-
job and make that guy
Right.
wait there for a second. He's gonna want to continue that conversation.
But it's like
Exactly.
even
That's
like
what a
with,
talented girl can do.
with you know with Jess working like next to me, like you know, if a
She's
group-
gotta play the game.
If a group of guys
And who is Jess
which-
again? Who is this? Who is Jess?
She a pigeon?
Jess is the lady.
The love of his
Jess
life.
is the lady.
Did she get caught in the cabasa?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
You lay that cabasa down,
Kinda,
Chris?
yeah.
everybody
You
does.
lay that cabasa
It's
down,
not the
Chris?
Kabasi,
Everybody
dude. It's
does.
not the
Come on,
Kabasi,
how
it's
you doing?
Kabasi, dude. No, Jess, but it is. She understands the game like people should in the business.
It's
So if
chess.
you're
She's a
gonna
vet.
date- if you're gonna date somebody in the business, you need to understand if you're working next to them or in the same place that it's work at that point. And
Yeah,
I'm not talking
absolutely.
about talking to people and taking their numbers and going to hang out with them and fuck them. I'm talking about in the moment, right there behind the bar. If I'm
Being
bartending
nice.
next to my significant other, fucking looking at them dead in the face, giving them attention, and if they say something at the end of the day, like if I have a group of girls that come up to me and are like, "Oh my god, do you have a girlfriend?" It's like, "Yeah, that's my wife right there." Like,
Yeah, right.
say something like that, and at the end of the day, as bad as this might sound, it makes them want to spend even more money to come up because you tell them that you're not available.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
What is the
it's-
line though? Is all right? So you're working next to your wife, right? A group of guys who are buying the Casa Azul shots. You know they're spending $1,000, right? They're gonna tip you $200, make the bar a shit ton of money. And they ask they ask your girl for her number, and she gives her number. Is that too much?
I don't
Nope.
think she should.
Nope.
I don't think. It's,
I don't agree with that. I think they
don't-
should. It's a business that it is because those guys could be. It's all about the actions. You give them the number, they could be using it to come in and make
And
reservations.
that's
She
what
said
it
that's
is.
an
I
outlet
wanna
for
buy
them.
a table next week.
She doesn't have to have sex with them or do anything sexual.
Yeah.
That's on her.
It comes down to what she does with the number.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong
And
with
it's a
them
trust
giving
thing.
her the
And
number.
it's a
Nothing wrong
trust
with
thing,
that.
dude. If I give you, I'll give you all the trust in the world. The minute you break that, then
it's gone,
have an
yeah.
issue.
Right.
there. We have an
But,
issue.
but
We
yeah,
can talk
I
about it, we can
disagree
whatever,
with people
but,
saying like, yeah, she can give your numbers out to guy like a boyfriend saying that. But it
And
also
I'm
comes from
just
some
asking
that-
questions.
No,
Like,
I agree.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
and I'll
some
tell you
come-
straight up. I don't want my girlfriend at the end of the night to leave after we close out and be like, "Oh, those guys I run before want me to go meet them at Monroe's or Rachel's or wherever it is.
Right.
I'm gonna go.
Nah,
hang
I
out
still
with them
disagree
all
with
night.
that.
You're gonna go home. I'm not about that.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
still get you
personally,
that.
that's
Yeah.
why you shouldn't be sitting next to me.
Yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't do that to her. If I had a bachelorette party that came up to me and tipped me fat all night
Yeah.
long, even if it was vodka sodas or my favorite,
I want a not sweet shot, but super strong, but not a lemon drop.
and I'm like, all right, cool, make a lemon drop, hit him with cranberry juice, and it's a pink shot. Here you go. This is the best thing I've had. But if they were like, hey, where do we go after this? And I'm like, oh, go to Datura, go to 4. That's the club after Kachina. And they're like, all right, meet me over there. I'm not, all right, cool, like, go over there. This is Reed, this is Tyler, this is Ryan, this is Ollie, whoever up front that will let you in, Ronnie, like the door guy. Tell them that Chris from Kachina sent you over there. You guys have 10 girls. They'll take care of you.
Yeah.
And without a doubt, I would say to her, like, hey, these girls want us to go over there, like, want us to go over there, which before that, I would say, hey, this is my person over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but these you still. I mean,
But
it's all up to what you're gonna, how far you're gonna go with them. If you're gonna go over there and continue having drinks around.
But I think
Yeah,
girls
I
are
mean,
different.
it's
I
just
think
like
girls
that.
want to give off that sex appeal when they're behind the bar, dressing sexy and
Right.
talking to you and leaning over the bar or whatever. But that's their job. So when that happens in front of me, with any significant other I've had behind the bar,
Yeah.
or in the restaurant business, That's the game that we play.
It's a game.
And it's
chess, not checkers. That's
chess,
what I'm
not
saying.
checkers.
But it's
Kavorka.
you're gonna have those relationships that are in that scene that fucking are bungled in 2 seconds. Shout out Bungle Boys.
Bungle Boys.
Bungle, dude, in 2 seconds. Because you're gonna get that jealous girlfriend or jealous boyfriend.
I think it's a lot of.
And I'm not gonna name
More
names.
often than not,
I'm not gonna name
nobody
names,
sees the same
but
way
I've
I
had-
see it.
But I've had an ex-girlfriend who is in the bar scene, who is a badass bartender, who was a really, really great-looking chick, dude. But the minute she would come in and see me behind the bar with 4 other girls or 3 other girls, and I fucking walked past them, she would fucking lose her mind at my bar and be like, what the fuck was that? Or like, I would have to hear about it afterwards.
Right.
And it's refreshing to have somebody in my life that was understanding of that.
What you're doing, yeah.
And understand the name of the game.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the game, dude. That's it. You go to work, bro, you're on a fucking show.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Broadway show at Cucina. It's a Broadway show at fucking Daytona.
Yeah, you're a dancer.
sitting
You're a
back
dancer, and people are throwing
and
dollar
I'm
bills.
saying,
That's all
not
it
even
is.
dancing, not even dancing like that. You walk behind that, and that's a fucking stage.
You're
Yeah.
putting on a performance.
You are
it.
fucking there. You gotta be fucking shapened up. You gotta have fucking fun. You gotta smile. You gotta talk bullshit.
You're hosting
to
a party.
the worst
Yeah.
fucking people in the world, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the worst people from fucking 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. You're gonna get that old couple that comes in that fucking complains about every goddamn
Damn
thing
thing.
that comes out. But at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, when everybody's in there and you get all those big tables and then 10:30 comes and you transition from fucking dinner time to fucking club. And when I talk about club, dude, it's fucking, we made it to a point where it's like, instead of driving an hour and a half to Miami, you fucking have it there.
Yeah.
And we close when the fuck you want to leave, pretty much. So Cucina had this thing where it was a fucking curfew, and it was like 9 o'clock, shut down, out by 10 o'clock. And listen,
That was what?
For the
COVID,
record,
right?
COVID.
Because that's not normal.
love the curfew, by the way, if
Right,
anybody's
right.
listening. But being out by 10 o'clock was great. But now, the animal of what it is that people, it's a stepping stone now. You go to dinner, you go to Cucina, 10 o'clock. You're there. You'll buy bottles instead of standing at the bar bullshitting. Buy a table with 10 people, $1,000. It's $100 a person. Why not? Get 2 bottles, 3 bottles come out, party for 2 hours. Where do you go next? Daytura. Sit at Daytura for an hour, then you go to 4. And 4 is the exclusive nightclub now in our umbrella. So people like to stay in that. They don't
Yeah.
want to stray. They know what they're getting at every single place that they go to. We opened up Cucina Beach. Cucina Beach now for this
I seen that.
you know, for this winter,
Yeah.
for this season, it's a vibe, dude. It's beautiful out
Yeah.
there. It's an extra restaurant outside for the overflow inside. You want those bachelorette parties. You want those bachelor parties. You want those big groups of people to come in. You know what? Instead of sitting in a crowded-ass restaurant, fucking people running around all over the place, go sit outside. You're going to get the same menus, same service. Sit outside. Sit out there until 10:30. Then when the shit starts happening inside, come inside. And then it gives them incentives. You buy a bottle. All right, you know what? We got a dinner table for fucking 15 people outside. We had a great fucking time. Vibey, nice fucking music. But like, you know, that like kind of like Miami feel to it. But no one on Palm Beach has that.
Yeah.
The outside that I know is Trevini. You sit outside for Trevini and it's fucking, you know, white suit.
Trevini's a
jacket,
nursing
blah, blah,
home,
blah.
dude.
But I'm saying though, it's like a white suit jacket. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, you don't want that. You want to have fun and party and sit outside. They got the big tree. They got lights. It's fucking games outside. It's cool, man. It's a really cool thing that we did there. And thank God COVID happened, because if COVID didn't happen, and I hate to say thank God COVID happened. Let me
Yeah, maybe
retract that one.
don't say that.
But we adapted to it.
I like it.
Because we can only have 25% inside. So if we have an outside restaurant, it's 100% outside.
Correct.
Inside is what it is. And like, we fucking made this a certain plan, but it's a stepping stone, because late night wise, we want people to go to the other places. We want that.
It's a beautiful circuit.
4 o'clock.
beautiful
And
circuit.
I'll be the first one
somehow.
to tell you, I'm sitting there bartending. I don't want to be there till fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I want to party with him sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I gotta be there till 4 o'clock in the morning.
What's the craziest story between you two?
Can I finish the Kavorka story now?
Can you please?
Yeah.
I gotta pee so bad.
All right, let's pause. I gotta pee too. Well, wait, I guess for
No.
Pete. I gotta tell. Well, I gotta get back on the story.
Yeah,
Let's
say-
pause it.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah, I don't want Pete.
How long have we been talking?
I've been outside, I'm just trying to get it. Cause when you only fear God, what a
We've been
sky.
talking for an hour,
Speeding through this life, going
Seriously?
200 a minute.
Feels like
Probably
15
sliding
minutes.
with
That's
them
all.
packs and
That's
something
all.
nice that's tinted. And if that little bitch a foreign, that little Nara was in it. And I know them boys talking like all that rented. We'll come and rent it for a minute, bet it cost you a ticket. Trying to double up them racks, dog, that's just how I'm living. Look, exclusive lifestyle, my dog, he been pumping it. Grinding 7 days a week, that young boy hustling. We can slide the bins, slide the euros at a Cullinan. Had these niggas bitches wildin' out on some other shit. We just want the bag, screaming MOB like fuck a bitch. Millennial mindset, tattoos in the podcast. Ask you what you tryna do, but you ain't got the time yet. My dog up 2 hustles, you ain't on your grind yet. Like how I'm still up and ain't get paid for my rhymes yet. I guess it ain't time to sign on that dotted line yet. It's cool, I deal with straight cash, I rarely use a sign check. Really need that rollie for my wrist for the time check. Cause all I'm ever into is getting money and having bomb sex. Look, just for a second, dog, don't take this out of context. Just because I'm short, dog, don't think I got a complex. When you hear my music, I promise you're gonna say I'm next. I know these niggas hating, they gon' treat this like a contest. So I'ma spit them bars that'll press a nigga conscience. Cause one thing's for sure and another's for certain. That I'm in love with the grind and now I'm constantly working. I can't chill till I'm in that triple M with the curtains. Got me fucking up that sack for the days I was hurting. But I still don't trust too many cause these niggas be serpents. Soon as you show a little love, you can see them get nervous. So I'ma treat them like my ops and I'ma roll them up perfect. Yeah. Yeah, bitch, yeah.